Hi everyone. Today we'll talk about the topic physiology of brainstem. સો જનરલી જે લાસ્ટ ટાઈમ પણ આપણે વાત કરી હતી કે 10 માર્ક્સની અંદર એક ક્વેશ્ચન છે કે ફિઝિયોલોજી ઓફ CNS મતલબ સેન્ટ્રલ નર્વસ સિસ્ટમને ફિઝિયોલોજી ઇઝ being asked. તો as a part of that you should have to write the certain points because brainstem is the part of brain as we all know. પણ ફિઝિયોલોજી ઓફ બ્રેઇન સ્ટેમ અત્યાર સુધી નથી પૂછાયું બટ હા એના જેટલા પણ પાર્ટ્સ છે તો એના ફંક્શન્સ જરૂરથી પૂછાય છે ઇન 5 માર્ક્સ લાઈક ફિઝિયોલોજી ઓફ પોન્સ અથવા તો પછી ફંક્શન્સ ઓફ પોન્સ write down about the medulla oblongata, certain things like that. So today we'll cover this topic. So, introduction. Brainstem is a part of the brain formed by medulla oblongata, pons and midbrain. मतलब brainstem ना 3 parts है medulla oblongata, pons and midbrain. Brainstem contains ascending and descending tracts between brain and spinal cord. It also contains many centers for regulation of vital functions in the body. मतलब एना टोटल 2 ट्रैक्स है ascending and descending. This is the figure of brainstem. This is the brain. This is the midbrain. This oval shape is a pons and medulla oblongata, the lower part. So we'll see medulla oblongata first. So medulla oblongata or medulla is the lowermost part of the brain. It is situated below pons and is continued downwards as spinal cord. Medulla forms the main pathway for ascending and descending tracts of the spinal cord. It also has many important centers which control the vital functions. तो क्या सेंटर्स છે તો ફર્સ્ટ ઇઝ રેસ્પિરેટરી સેન્ટર્સ જે મેડુલા ઓબ્લંગાટામાં હોય dorsal and ventral group of neurons from the medullary respiratory centers which maintain normal rhythmic respiration. मतलब રેસ્પિરેટરી સેન્ટરનું કામ છે જે રિધમિક રેસ્પિરેશન છે નોર્મલ એને મેન્ટેન કરવાનું. સેકન્ડ ઇઝ ધ વાઝોમોટર સેન્ટર. સો વાઝોમોટર સેન્ટર controls blood pressure and heart rate. Third is a deglutition center. Deglutition center regulates the pharyngeal and esophageal stage of deglutition. Deglutitionનો મતલબ આઈ થિંક બધાને ખબર છે ટુ સ્વેલો જે સ્વેલોઈંગની પ્રોસેસ છે એના વિશે વી આર ટોકિંગ અબાઉટ. નેક્સ્ટ ઇઝ અ વોમિટિંગ સેન્ટર. Vomiting center includes vomiting during irritation or inflammation of the GI tract, gastrointestinal tract. मतलब એની અંદર કોઈ ઇરિટેશન હોય તો ઇન્ફ્લામેશન હોય તો this center works. Then superior and inferior salivatory nuclei. Salivatory nuclei controls the secretion of saliva. 6 is a cranial nerve nuclei. Nuclei of 12th, 11th, 10th and some nuclei of 8th and 5th cranial nerves are located in the medulla oblongata. 12th cranial nerve, which is hypoglossal, controls the movement of tongue. 11th cranial nerve controls the movement of shoulder and 10th cranial nerve, which is vagus nerve, controls almost all the vital functions in the body like cardiovascular system, respiratory system, GI system, etc. 8th cranial nerve, which is the cochlear division of this nerve, which has the relay in medulla oblongata, is concerned with the auditory function. So आज a topic છે એની અંદર cranial nerve we are talking about. So I guess we all are aware of the thing that what cranial nerves are. અને બધાને ખબર પણ છે કે કેટલી હોય but still we are covering this topic કે cranial nerves શું છે અને કેટલી હોય. એક આ જોઈ લઈએ પહેલાં. That is 7th is the vestibular nuclei. Vestibular nuclei contains the second order neurons of the vestibular nerve. There are 4 vestibular nuclei situated in the rostral part of the medulla and caudal part of the pons, namely superior, medial, lateral, and inferior vestibular cochlea. Medial and inferior vestibular nuclei extend into medulla. All the medullary centers and nuclei of cranial nerves are controlled by higher centers, which are situated in the cerebral cortex and hypothalamus. So, જેમ આગળ વાત કરીએ, we'll talk about cranial nerves in brief. So, cranial nerves are the nerves that emerge directly from the brain, including the brainstem. In contrast, spinal nerves emerge from segments of the spinal cord. Cranial nerves relay information between the brain and parts of the body, primarily to and from regions to the head and neck. Spinal nerves emerge sequentially from the spinal cord, with the spinal nerve closer to the head, emerging in the space above the first cervical vertebra. The cranial nerves emerge from the central nervous system above this level. So each cranial nerve is paired and is present on both the sides. The numbering of the cranial nerve is based on the order in which they emerge from the brain, front to back. The terminal nerves, olfactory nerves, and optic nerves emerge from the cerebrum or forebrain, and the remaining 10 pairs arise from the brainstem, which is the lower part of the brain. The cranial nerves are considered components of the peripheral nervous system. However, on a structural level, the olfactory, optic, and terminal nerves are more accurately considered as a part of the central nervous system. So, our cranial nerves se je parts hai, 12 pairs, I will talk about that. The first is the olfactory nerve. This is instrumental for the sense of smell. It is one of the few nerves that are capable of regeneration. Second is the optic nerve. The nerve carries visual information from the retina of the eye to the brain. Third is the oculomotor nerve. This controls most of the eye's movement, the constriction of the pupil, and the maintenance of the maintains an open eyelid. Then there is a trochlear nerve, a motor nerve that innervates the superior oblique muscle of the eye, which controls rotational movement. Then there is a trigeminal nerve. Trigeminal nerve is responsible for the sensation and motor function in the face and mouth. Then there is abundance nerve, the motor nerve that innervates the lateral rectus muscle of the eye, which controls lateral movement. Then there is a facial nerve. Facial nerve controls the muscle of facial expression and functions in the conveyance of taste sensations from the anterior 2/3 of the tongue and oral cavity. Then there is a vestibulocochlear nerve. This is responsible for transmitting sound and equilibrium, matlab balance information from the inner ear to the brain. Then there is a glossopharyngeal nerve. This nerve receives sensory information from the tonsils, the pharynx, the middle ear, and the rest of the tongue. Then there is a vagus nerve. This is responsible for the many tasks, including heart rate, gastrointestinal peristalsis, sweating, and muscle movements in the mouth, including speech and keeping the larynx open for the breathing. Then there is a spinal accessory, or the accessory nerve. This nerve controls specific muscles of the shoulder and neck. Then there is a hypoglossal nerve. This nerve controls the tongue movements of speech, food manipulation, and swallowing. So here are cranial nerves. Moving forward to another part of the brainstem, which is pons. So pons forms a bridge between medulla and midbrain. What can be the functions of pons? Generally पूछा तो है 5 marks के अंदर. So axon of pontine nuclei join to form the middle cerebral peduncle or the branchium pontus. Pons forms the pathway that connects cerebellum with cerebral cortex. Second function is pyramidal tracts pass through the pons. Third is medial lemniscus is joined by the fibers of 10th, 9th, 7th and 5th cranial nerves in pons. Nuclei of 8th, 7th, 6th and 5th cranial nerves are located in pons. Pons contains the pneumotaxic and apneustic centers for regulation of the respiration. It also contains the vestibular nuclei which are already mentioned in the medulla oblongata. So જ્યારે 5 માર્ક્સ અંદર પોન્સના ફંક્શન પૂછાતા હોય છે તો યુ શુડ હેવ ટુ રાઇટ ડાઉન ધ બ્રીફ અબાઉટ વોટ પોન્સ ઇઝ અને એનું લોકેશન ક્યાં હોય અને એ કોનો પાર્ટ છે દેન યુ શુડ હેવ ટુ રાઇટ ડાઉન ધ ફંક્શન. Then there is a midbrain. So midbrain lies between pons and diencephalon. It contains two parts. First is a tectum and the second is the cerebral peduncles. What is tectum? So tectum is formed by two structures. One is superior colliculus and second is inferior colliculus. Superior colliculus. So superior colliculus is a small structure and is an important center for reflexes. Through tectospinal tract, spinal colliculus controls the movement of the eyes, head, trunk and limbs in response to visual impulses. Efferent fibers from superior colliculus going to the nucleus of third cranial nerve, which is oculomotor nerve, which causes constriction of pupil during the light reflex. That's why it forms the center for light reflex. Superior colliculus also receives afferents from optic tract, which helps in the integration of optical and postural reflexes. Second is inferior colliculus. Inferior colliculus consists of single layer of neurons to which the lateral lemniscus synapses. Inferior colliculus is the center for auditory reflexes. Stimulation of this also produces reflex vocalization. Now we'll talk about cerebral peduncles. Cerebral peduncles include bases, pedunculi, substina nigra and tegmentum, which includes red nucleus. So what is basis pedunculus? So basis pedunculus consists of pyramidal tract fibers in the middle, temporopontine fibers laterally and frontopontine fibers medially. Second is the substina nigra. Substina nigra is situated below the red nucleus and it is considered as one of the components of basal ganglia. What is tegmentum? So tegmentum lies dorsal to substina nigra and is actually the upward continuation of the reticular formation in pons. Tegmentum comprises 3 decussations and red nucleus. Decussations in tegmentum. First is superior cerebellar peduncle, which is formed by fibers between cerebellum and other parts of CNS. These fibers are predominantly efferent fibers from dentate nucleus of cerebellum. Few fibers are from other cerebral nuclei such as nucleus globosus and nucleus emboliformis. Foral decussation, which is due to the crossing of rubrospinal tracts from either side. Okay fine. Decussation નો મતલબ okay fine. So decussation મતલબ કે જ્યારે બે if you are talking about a wire kind of structure તો એકબીજાને ક્રોસ કરીને જતા હોય ને જે X બને તો that is called decussation. Right? તો આ જે બ્રેઇન છે અને વી આર ટોકિંગ અબાઉટ ધ ડેક્યુસેશન્સ ઇન ટેગમેન્ટમ તો એમાં પણ એ રીતે ફાઇબર્સ ક્રોસ થતા હોય કે there would be a X. They create an X kind of structure. Next is a minor decussation, which is due to the crossing of medial longitudinal bundle that is formed by efferent fibers of third, fourth, and sixth cranial nerves. Red nucleus. भाई आने अंदर कदाच पूछाए what is red nucleus. So red nucleus is a large oval or round mass of grey matter extending between the superior colliculus and hypothalamus. What are the parts of red nucleus? Red nucleus has two parts. First is a nucleus magnocellularis, which is formed by large cells. Fibers from this form the rubrospinal and rubrobulbar tracts. Second is a nucleus parvocellularis, which is formed by smaller cells. Fibers from this form mainly the rubroreticular tract. Connections of the red nucleus. Afferent connections. Red nucleus receives fibers from nucleus parvocellularis, which receives fibers from motor cortex, which is the area number 6, which is cortico-rubral fibers. Nucleus magnocellularis, which receives fibers from motor cortex, which is pallidorubral fibers. Third is a nucleus magnocellularis, which receives the fibers from dentate nucleus of opposite side, cerebrorubral or dentatorubral tract. Efferent connection. A red nucleus sends efferent fibers to various parts of the brain and spinal cord. Rubrospinal tract to spinal cord, rubrobulbar tract to medulla, rubroreticular fibers to reticular formation, rubrothalamic tract to lateral ventral nucleus of the thalamus, rubro-olivary tract to inferior olivary nucleus, and fibers to nuclei of third, fourth, and sixth cranial nerves. What are the functions of red nucleus? So red nucleus controls the muscle tone because of its connection with cerebellum, vestibular apparatus, and skeletal muscle. The red nucleus plays an important role in facilitating the muscle tone. Second function is control of complex muscular movements. Red nucleus controls the complex muscular movements. It plays an important role in the integration of various impulses received from many important areas of brain. Third is the control of writing reflex. Red nucleus is the center for all writing reflexes except optical writing reflexes. Fourth is the control of movement of eyeball. Though its afferent connection control of movements of eyeball through its efferent connections with nuclei of third, fourth, and sixth cranial nerves. Red nucleus plays an important role in the control of ocular movements. Then there is a function in which it controls the skilled movements. Red nucleus plays an important role in controlling the skilled muscular movements by its connection with spinal cord and cerebral cortex. So this was about the physiology of brainstem. So let me know if you are having any query. Generally functions midbrain na અને pons na અને red nucleus છે એની વિષય વાયવાની અંદર generally પૂછાતો હોય છે. So yeah, this was it. Thank you.